one of the things I want to bring up is one of my favorite chapters in the book is, fatherly advice for my 12-year-old daughter. Like that hit me in a way because generally people do not deal with that foresight to give that type of advice. Can you zoom into that chapter and let us know what had you pen that?
The thing that hit me the most, man, I'm so glad we're so professional, B. Yeah. We're so professional right now. Wow. I'm glad because, man, I woke up this morning at, I don't know, this is daylight savings time, so I don't know what time it was, 5 or 6, one of the two.
Right.
I read the book. I said, let me just start reading it. Here it is, the day of. Yeah. I ain't picked it up yet. I was supposed to read a little bit every day for the last 7 days. So I pick it up. I read the whole thing, B. And I wouldn't be able to answer these questions like I'm answering them if I hadn't taken the time this morning to sit there and read this book.
That's beautiful.
About that essay, what I could not have told you if I hadn't read it is how it hit me today.
Yes.
I mentioned in the book that I said you're 12 years old. I mean, she's 20. She's about to turn 25.
I thought about that.
You know what I mean? So that was like, she's more than twice that age now.
Wow.
And her sister called me today. Her sister just bought a house, B. Wow. Her sister was 10.
Do y'all hear that? Her sister just bought a house, and she was 10.
And we talk about dating a little less with the older one that I wrote the letter for.
Okay.
More so with the younger. But we talk about, the internet dating and what people say. Dudes like, the way they shoot their shot is they cry. Like, dudes break down crying and get all, like, sensitive.
What, y'all crying these days? Oh, my God. So it's like, I didn't get that memo. Like, we don't know nothing about that life.
It's wild. And it's like, I shut up, B. I shut up because I was in the store, I think I may have told you about an older cat. It's like, 60-something, 70. He's talking about trying to get his daughters to come over. I imagine they like 40, and they don't come over his house. So he's in the seafood line buying mad crab legs, the biggest shrimp they got. He's like, this is how I get them to come over.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, I wouldn't, I don't know. It's like, and then I think about cats who just lost touch with their kids when they was young and teens and all that stuff, Like all the girlfriends I had that had children and the men wasn't coming around. And I'd be like, yo, you missing this? Their kids would be saying some of the funnest things, some most miraculous achievements, and you ain't even part of this, B. You ain't even like chronicling. What is life about? What is life about?
That's powerful, man. That's powerful, brother. And then she's 20 in her mid-20s now, and then that particular chapter, did you sit down and say, hey, I'm gonna just create this timeless essay for her? Or how did that happen?
I wondered while I read it today if other people have shared it. And I guess so. People have told me that they had their grandchildren named after me and stuff. So I'm sure people have shared this essay with their daughters. And my girls they thorough, man. Wow. I used to watch this movie. I can't remember the name of it, but they had like the Umbrella Corporation in it.
Yeah, the Umbrella.
It was a girl, sister, the white chick actually, and she was killing all the zombies and stuff. The Umbrella Corporation put something into the air, and everybody turns into a zombie. It's
okay.
Resident Evil.
Sound like 2020 to me.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Sound like 2020.
But I mean, it was the first movie I ever saw. Where it's this woman, she's a hero, and every time she would encounter zombies, I would feel bad for the zombies. Like, I'd be like, oh no. I mean, she was so lethal that when the zombie showed up, it's like, oh God, oh man, zombie. I'd be like, zombie telling the zombie, run.
Right.
So my daughters are like that, B. Like, I feel sorry for dude. Like, my daughters told me stories about guys. I felt sorry for the guys. Like, oh man.
Wow.
But I'm reading this essay today thinking, wow, I think this helped.
Yes.
Because they don't take nothing from nobody.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
My oldest was talking about...
Because you planted them seeds.
Yeah, my oldest was talking about going out with her friends, and it was like couples, and it was just her. It's like, you ain't want to bring nobody, whatever, so I don't need that.
Wow. That's powerful, man.
And my youngest, same thing. I mean, she telling people what's what. Like, yo, you did... She don't take no shorts. So I think that essay must have been somewhat helpful.
Yes.
And even if the youngest never even read it, I don't know, because I say it in the essay to the oldest to tell, share it with the youngest.
Yes.
But say she never did, I'm sure things. It got me thinking about how people say you tell your kids things and they're not listening. You think they're not listening, but it's seeping in.
Yes, it is.
So if her
brother.
father wrote her this essay, you know what I mean? And it was literally an essay before it was in this book.
Yes.
And she used to be like, she used to want to talk about it. I don't think we ever really talked about it in depth when she was younger, but she was reading it. I know that much. And you don't know how much of that is why she's, and they both straight. Like she live in a condo, comfortable, house, straight. And her sister, like I said, bought her own house.
Wow.